For today's project, I'm going to be changing the steering stabilizer for a 1994 Jeep Wrangler. Here's the shock I just got, and these are the parts that came with it. The tools I'm using, you could use this 3/4 inch wrench with a 3/4 inch socket, but what I'm using is actually the 1/4 inch wrench with a 19mm socket. Flat tip, screwdriver, needle nose pliers. You can see the cotter pin, I already pulled it up, but normally the tips are bent over and around here and here. So I bent them down with the needle nose, closed them tight, then tapped them out gently, and I used the flat tip underneath as I tapped it with the needle nose up, and using the needle nose pliers, grabbed it and tugged at it gently until it came out. And now it can turn. Now to loosen the bolts. I use this product here. Blaster PB. Here's the first bolt. And the second one. And I sprayed them both with the Blaster Penetrating Cadillac Brake Loose Fluid. This one is on the passenger side. This one sits right center, facing front on the Jeep. So I got this part loose right there. See how easy this is gonna be, or how hard. So it looks like it doesn't want to just pop out. I'm going to flip the nut. I'm going to try to tap it out. So I ended up grabbing an 18mm socket for back here. See if I can get this out easier. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna looks like it's wiggling out. Got it. Now to put the new one on. Yeah, this one's pretty dead. Yeah, this one's pretty dead. Over 10 years old. Looks like I'm going to use the same bolt, but I'm going to spray it again because the bolts that came with steering stabilizer are just too thin. Okay, so I put it from underneath like this. Gotta hook up the back. Okay, come on. Just a little bit more. There we go. Got it. It's going on pretty easy. There we go. So it turns out I didn't even have to loosen this up. I'll just spray this, clean it up. The washer back on. All I have to do is tighten these up, put this back on the right way. Washer. Turn this back around. Okay, hand tight, and then tighten these with the socket and wrench set. Just need to tighten those bolts down. Tighten this one down, put the cotter pin in. Tighten this one down, and that's the new stabilizer. And in the cotter pin, I tightened it down with a 19mm socket. Tighten the back one with an 18mm socket. And I'll bend this one over. Be careful not to cut yourself. Shut up with the needle nose to make sure it's tight. Now I'll tighten up this top bolt. Okay, I went ahead and added an extension just so I can get in there a little bit easier when I'm putting the bolt back, since the bolt is up now. For this bolt, it's a 19mm socket. I did add the extension, so it'll give me that extra room to be able to maneuver the tool. Okay, I'll tighten it up and get back. So for this new shock, it looks like it has that little spacer bar inside, and did tighten this as tight as I could get it and left me that little gap. I don't remember seeing a gap before, so maybe I could put a washer there later on. Or it'll be fine like that. You can see the silver from right there. It goes inside the boot. And that's it. Steering stabilizer.